Hello, divine creators. Welcome to Demanda Universe. We are the last three. Thank you so much for joining us. It's time for a tarot reading. Let us see what Spirit would like to share with us today. Beautiful beings. We will upload the rest of the weekly readings for the rest of the signs. We will upload tomorrow. We have been feeling the new moon energies today, and it's been just a very, what we had planned has gone out the window. So we shall proceed tomorrow, but we will be uploading the new moon reading, working on the new moon reading and uploading it today. So you'll receive it later today or later tonight, wherever you are watching this. Okay, so let us pull a numerology card to see the energies with us at this time. We'll also be working on a meditation with Venus. We are now after post Lionsgate, and we feel, and we're still in Venus retrograde, and we feel that yes, the Venus energies will still be working intensely, but there's a slight shift. There is an extra little something that Venus is doing now that we have come out of the portal, now that we have embraced who we are, now that we're in this full power, this full presence. And there's a little bit of extra insight for us to gain there. So we will be doing a Venus post Lionsgate meditation to connect the Venus and really receive those light codes, and a reading to read the energies for the rest of Venus retrograde. Venus goes direct on the 3rd of September. Okay, let us see what's coming through. We get the 8 of Diamonds, which is the 8 of Pentacles, mastery energy. This is the energy of working hardworking energy, working through mastery, your skills, inner abilities. This is really working from within, that innate infinity. The frequency of source within. Okay, thank you, source. The frequency of source within coming to the physical without. Okay, so, and we feel this also Venus retrograde, that energy we're speaking of. Your source is ready now to show you what your source, which is you. It is so important that we remember that you are source, and this physical is the avatar. The physical is the temporary experience, the armor. It's the medium in which your soul manifests. Okay, so your soul isn't this frequency trying to take over. Your soul is this frequency trying to actually come through in order for you to finally really be one with your soul, be one with your source, because the conditioning has made us to alienate source, to discard your soul and put it as an afterthought, as opposed to your source and your soul being primary, and this physical reality being the I don't want to say side effect, the result, the manifestation of the source and the soul you are. Okay, so your soul, the source you are, you, your true self, now wishes to show you in the physical what your soul would like to be, like to do. Okay, so you might be getting some ideas at this time about maybe a career change, about trying a new creative endeavor, a creative task, a new experiment, maybe trying to a new basis, a new way of being, a new interest, and you might perhaps be taken aback by the form. There's something we are working on which we will bring through for you, and let us just say we were taken aback by it. It makes sense when we think about it. It makes complete sense. Why? Because it is something we have always thought, if we weren't doing this, we'd probably do that, but we had no idea how we would be able to marry the two, and Source literally showed us a vision of how to marry the two in a way which doesn't dishonor the truth of our frequency. So yes, when we saw it visually, we're like, oh, okay, fascinating, because the way in which we would normally have manifested this new way of being, we would not be able to do Dumela. It would be a different frequency completely. We would not, it'd be a different life. It would literally be, what would you do if you were not on a healing spiritual journey? It would be that. And it's quite far the other direction from what we are doing. People would think anyway, it's a bit taboo, you know, but in the way that source is bringing it through into our experience, it is really raising the frequency of that of that venture, which we shall be sharing with you, because it is linked to a healing, especially of the sacral chakra. So we'll be going really deeply into a very vulnerable and open and naked space with each and every single one of you, and we look forward to you joining us there. So you'll be receiving these new understandings, ideas, inspiration, and downloads from source, saying, oh, by the way, we're going to do this. And you might be thinking, I don't know, really? Yes, we're going to be doing this, but how is it going to balance? Trust us, you're going to be doing this. And just trust the insights, trust what you are receiving, because you are literally being shown at this time. And it's not only in your, it's because of the Venus retrograde energies, it's quite predominantly within your career or relationship. Okay. It's in those two sectors at this time, where your soul is showing, these are the kinds of relationships I want. This is the kind of relationship I want romantically, as colleagues, as friendships, whatever you might say. But because the soul is really releasing those tethers and those binds of friends and family, it's like basically just saying, this is the kind of co-creation I want of souls with other souls. There's some kind of engagement, the kind of interaction, and then this is the kind of thing I want to do for money and abundance. This is what I want to share. This is what I want to create. Yes, it'll bring abundance in, but it's not even that. Your soul isn't even thinking about the abundance. Your soul is basically just feeling, this is what I want to express of myself, of ourselves, in this physical realm. And that's the energy coming through here, the mastery of your soul, what your soul has mastered, taking the shape in this physical form. And yes, the shape it takes might take you aback, because you're thinking, oh, that might not be accepted by people. And Source is saying, stop worrying about what other people accept or don't accept. That's all human stuff. Don't give attention to that. This is what we came here to show. Do it within your highest love, and it'll heal so many people. Okay. Anything else? No. So really receiving great insight, great depth, and yeah, this is your foundation. Okay, this is if you were in school and they asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? This is what your soul is saying. This is what I want to do. And you're just being, and it's quite a shift. For some of you, it's a 180 shift. Others of you, it's an expansion on what you're doing. Others of you, it won't make any sense. Others of you, it will make sense. So just go with the flow and discover, because it really is where you will be receiving that abundance and that prosperity and that stability, because it's energies which are of you. They're born of you. It's not, these are, and you might not be aware of it, but these are energy born of you, within you. And when you now apply it, that is when you start to really discover it. And we can really give testimony to that in terms of Dumela Universe. Okay. When we started really doing the readings on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, and we started offering the services, that is when we started to really discover the skills we had deeper and deeper and deeper, discover the gifts, the abilities we had deeper and deeper and deeper. But we had to trust in the unknown energies and trust that what we are receiving is meant to be and is aligned. And you are all just asked to trust and allow your soul to show you who you are. You are going to be tickled by it, because we were tickled. We were laughing like, wow, okay, wow, that is us now. Okay, so just enjoy what you discover. The more free you are, the more freaky your soul can get. Let me just say, we think it's freaky, but for the soul it's like, this is just normal. But the more free you are, the more your soul's like, finally, you're no longer looking at me with human eyes. So now we can just be. And when we be, it's so fun and so much more. And yes, it's that leap. It makes your heart, beat fast. It's that adventure. It's that leap of faith. It's exciting again. It's riveting, because it's not bound. It's now free. and it is within the alignment of you, of course. Let's pull some tarot. Let us see. Okay. And the central message we're receiving, the Wheel of Fortune, look, yes. Everything turning to you, everything spinning to you. You are at the center and everything is now shifting, the physical, everything. Remember, you're also the physical, your behavior, your expression, your environment, career, family, the works, everything shifting to you, shifting to the center point of you, shifting to your frequency. Okay, within death, rebirth, yes. A complete remake over, start over, Scorpio energy here, a rebirth. The rebirth of your soul now coming into the physical, a rebirth of you, a start, a fresh new start, a new you, because you're finally giving your soul the, you see, you're giving your soul the credit, you're giving your soul the, on the pedestal, the lead. You're letting your source take the wheel. You're letting your source be the anchoring frequency to creation. So there's a rebirth of your physical experience. There's a rebirth of you, your spirit self. There's a rebirth of how you express yourself, how you see yourself, how you create. Because now you're realizing, wow, should I release these parameters? Should I release micromanaging that which I be? I can now simply allow myself to expand to all that I be and trust that wherever I go, it's source, it's love, and I'm no longer judging myself and criticizing myself and pulling myself down according to these human standards of being which don't exist, which are just causing pain and anger and destruction and chaos and hurt in the world. I no longer align with those energies, align with love. And this is where you are really coming into at this time, a complete rebirth, where you're finally taking the shape of that which you are. And the 10 of wheel, the Wheel of Fortune means, yes, things working out in your favor, better than before. Finally, good luck, good fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is your highest abundance. It's Jupiter, it's blessings, it's powerful manifestations. Okay. In the physical, the Three of Swords, you see now finally releasing you from that self-judgment, from holding yourself back from your desires and what you want to do and your dreams. And again, we will definitely speak about it in depth when we introduce the new component to what we'll be doing, the new healing. It's a whole healing course, a healing... It's a path of its own, right? But it is still associated with a lot of unknown energies and spirit work. But it is the way in which we are going to do this. We are going to teach this. We're going to be engaging in this. Can be very judged by everyone else. It can be considered taboo. It can be considered a wrongness or inappropriate, a shameful thing to do. And Source is saying no, but that's because of the human conditioning and the human restriction, trying to make you small, be ashamed of who and what you are, be ashamed of your expression. So by you now allowing your soul to shine through as we are, and we now take on this new platform, this new way, this new branch of healing, and we offer it to you, even if we'll be completely nervous. We're just going to be, this is what we're doing now, and just trusting. It's the same energy we felt when we began our very first Instagram, our very first TikTok, our very first YouTube. We were quite nervous. We're now putting our ability out there and trusting it makes sense, trusting people resonate and not judge us, and when we did it, when we expressed it, we finally released these swords. And because now we're no longer holding ourselves back, holding our heart back, holding our passion back, holding our truth back, holding our soul back with the swords of humanity, of other people's opinion, of those conservative and and strict and rigid rules that make no sense, that are born from somebody back thousands of years ago. Somebody woke up on the bad side of the bed and decided they don't want this, it's not appropriate, and decided they're going to make it a rule. And that's what happened. A lot of these traditions and things, it's just somebody deciding one day, because they didn't get it their way, they're not going to make it a rule for everybody to be this way, and they just had enough power to kill people along the way who wouldn't go along with them. That is really how these rules were born. There's no sense to them, and yet we still apply them. We still apply that shame, that guilt, that restriction, that judgment, and we are now being released of that energy, no longer being tied down by what others think, by rules. We came across this meme, and it was either a meme or something a child said. I can't remember which social media, so if any of you know, you can maybe comment or tag it, but it was something to the effect of tradition is just peer pressure from dead people. And we giggled and we said, yeah, basically it is, because even those traditions and those cultures, how did they start? Somebody who was the ruler decided that day this will be done, and everybody in the land had to do it this way. Boom. That's it. And people now enforced generations and generations to do it in a specific way, in some sense of honoring generations and generations, when truly it was just somebody's idea, possibly when they were intoxicated. So it is just or trying to come with a way to rule, a way to enslave, a way to control the women in the culture, the children in the culture, the properties in the culture, And it just doesn't make any sense. And we as starseeds and healers and angels and earth angels and elven folk, we other beings, you know who you are, all of you mystical beings who are definitely not human but are here to assist humanity awaken. We can feel the wrongness of it, the offness of it, the offness of it. That's the best way we can even... It's just not right. It doesn't feel love. And we're now here to bring through true expressions of that which you are, true expressions of love, really allowing humans to appreciate who they are, to love who they are, to appreciate the expression, the beings they are. In so doing, finally healing and transmuting and dissolving these swords of illusion that hold you back, that make you feel shameful for who you are or what you wish to do or how you wish to express yourself. Okay, at the base. Look, the temperance. Sagittarius energy, the wholeness of you. You see how everything is coming together. This is the alchemy. This is you creating with the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the shadow and the light. This is the centaur energy, the mystical animal, the mystical being, half horse, half human. How is that? We don't know, we don't judge, we're just happy to experience, right? It's finally you allowing all of you to be not only the aspect that humans would approve of, not just the half human aspect of the centaur that humans would approve of, but rather all of it, all of who you are, the whole being, the whole magic, the whole frequency. You're as interested in the half human as you're interested in the half horse, in the mystical, in the magic, in the frequencies of the unknown, the full being manifesting, not only half. The fullness, the wholeness of us manifesting, and we can feel it, especially with this new energy coming through of what we're going to be shifting into. No longer being ashamed of that aspect, but embracing it and allowing the fullness of us to be. Not worrying, but what about our What about our followers? What about the beautiful beings who listen? Are they going to judge? Are they going to now need us to be a specific way? And we say, no, however you see us is how we be. And whatever idea of us you have, we suggest you release it, because it's an idea of us. It's not real. You are here to discover us, just as we are here to discover you, just as we are here to encourage you to the discovery of you. For we have no idea what we are and what we be. We can tell you that with certainty. We are discovering what we are every single moment, every single day. We are yet to discover exactly what we are for every day. New abilities, new downloads, new things. We're just on this energy of allowing, because we no longer define what we are. So we allow ourselves to receive all that we are. So we are really expanding and learning. So for any of you to have an idea of what we are is a limitation upon us, which we do not take on. That is for you to work out in your own mind. So to allow yourself that freedom is what we ask. That you allow yourself to expand and be and change and evolve, and however other people think, it's their own thinking. It has nothing to do with you. You offer yourself fully as your truth, then you offer yourself within love, for you accept all that you are completely. You accept all that you are. You don't pin yourself down. You accept all that you are completely, wholly. The alchemy of you, the fullness of you, the wholeness of you emerges, which then brings the balance, the harmony, the temperance. That's how you temper your energy. That's, tempering, yes, that balance when you're just right. That's how you temper your energy, by allowing all of you to be. Because when you allow all of you to be, you finally are aware of all of your energy in order to bring it to a balance. But should you be hiding and restricting and holding back, it's building up to explode. It's not tempering. There's an imbalance there. You're not fully being. How can you be balanced when you are excluding the other half of who you truly are? We're really being asked at this time to trust and emerge fully, because our souls are, the soul is saying, hey, as within, without, not as I allow within, without, as within, without. So your soul is allowing all of itself to truly now come through into the physical, for you to discover, not to judge. Don't judge that which you are discovering. Enjoy it, explore. It's beautiful to get to expand and explore and discover and become. No longer limited by old ways, but now being and anchoring in a new way of being. That's exciting. That is source creating. That is you creating. 8 of Wands crowning change. 8 again. 8 8. Double 8s on the floor. You see beautiful energies, infinity energies, balancing energies. And the 8 of Wands speaks of fast changes, fast communication you're receiving from your soul. Your soul is saying, hey, we are being reborn now. You are being reborn. Your physical is taking the shape of you. You are taking the shape of you. You are taking the shape of source. So right now we are sending through information, communication, energies, changes, manifestations, shifts to now align your frequency to the soul within. It's a rebirth, a rebirth. You are now being the butterfly and receiving the frequencies of the butterfly and receiving the information of the butterfly and receiving the career, the relationships of the butterfly. So stop holding on to the caterpillar life. You're done there. You are now living within the frequency of the butterfly, of your new being, of your earth angel, of your angelic being, of your galactic being, of your starseed being, of your elven being, of your fairy being, of your star being, of your other infinite. Some of you are energies which we haven't yet connected with, so we don't even know how to refer to you being. And it's wonderful, and it's glorious, and it's exactly how you are meant to be. And beneath the deck, 2 of Coins, bringing through a balance. Finally, dropping everything that's not you, embracing everything that is you. allowing for a balance in your physical, finally your physical realm. Your physical experience flows and is abundant and it's rich and it makes sense and it's fun and it's exciting and it's passion and it's you and it's enjoyable and it's everything and more, because it's now finally aligned with you. It's finally it's the moon and the sun, it's you, it's finally the reflection, the mirror, the manifestation of you. Beautiful energies at this time. That new moon in Leo coming strong. Leo energy, 5th house energy. What is that? How you are presenting yourself, the performer. This is your stage. Are you going to take the lead? And your source is saying it's time you take the lead in your play. But you need to first receive the script. And that's what you're doing. You're receiving the script right now to your play. And yes, the script is unrestricted, not centered, not watered down, no longer conditioned. The script is pure, raw source. Take it, read it, enjoy it, discover it, allow it, allow you. Blessed be.